Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video, we'll be covering with our Sliver widgets. We are done with your single child widgets and your multi-child widgets. So the next thing is the Sliver widgets. So okay, let's get started. So Sliver is a slice of your scrollable area, and we can use it to achieve your custom scrolling behaviors. As a layman, it's a part of your scrollable zone, and which is used to obviously accomplish custom scrolling over your impact, such as grid view and this your list view. So this is your scrollable view, as you can see, and obviously it will be useful while scrolling enormous number of children's widgets in a scrollable zone. So this in this we have enormous number of widgets. So yeah, it will be beneficial if we use the scrollable view or the scrolling part inside this thing. Then okay, so do you know how to use slivers? So slivers should be put inside a custom scroll view. Okay, so it should be put inside a custom scroll view. And yeah, so custom scroll view basically it permits us to make different scrolling over your impacts again, such as your list view, let's say list grids. So it does that part. And okay, so the first one is your silver app bar. It uses a material design app bar that incorporates with a custom scroll view, and hence it allows us to create an app bar with various scrolling effects. Okay, let's see just this silver app bar first. Okay, so let's just see this example. Okay, I'll just play it. So it's like this that we are incorporating with the custom scroll view, and which allows us to create an app bar with various different scrolling effects. So it is appearing over your app bar which we have. Okay, so let's start with our Sliver app bar, and it should be inside this custom scroll view. So what a silver app sorry it's a Sliver app bar is, it is a material design app bar that incorporates with a custom scroll view, and hence it allows us to create an app bar with your different scrolling effects. So I'll just remove this. I have written the code over here. I'll just uncomment this thing. Okay, so what is happening over here is I'll just create this material app will remain the same, and then I have this home which includes this custom scroll view, and after that I have this slivers. This is somewhat similar to your row and column, how we provide the children to them. So I'll just uncomment these two lines. Let me see where it's ending. Okay, I'll just uncomment it from here. Okay, so this is my custom scroll view, and this is my silver app bar. So I'll just uncomment this, and then I'll tell you what is it. Okay, so this is my it's a sliver app bar, and this pins me. I'll tell you all the things what is happening over here. Okay, so we have some different parameters also, like primary, shape, compatibility, height and everything, spacing and all. So I just use these few parameters or these few properties of it. So okay, let me just run it through. So the pinned means whenever you are trying to scroll something, so if it's pinned, and if you have given some background color or something, so that will be pinned over there, else it will just keep on scrolling. So yeah, again then we have this title, background color, then expanded height is your height only. Then is flexible space. So in that particular space we have this background, and then we have this image. I can use it asset image also, but yeah, I use this image from your network. And yes, so let's see what is happening now. So this is my application, and yeah, so this will happen. If I scroll it, so this red app bar will be displayed. That means it won't scroll beyond this. So yeah, so this was my app bar. If I set it to false, let's see what happens now. Sorry, yeah. So it will go away like this, and if I pinned it to if I set it to true, if I set this pin to true, so it will remain over there, just the background color will be displayed and not this particular image. It's yeah, it's restarting, so it will appear like this. So this was your Sliver app bar, and yeah, that is all about your Sliver app bar. Also, we have certain different things like this. See, these things we have your colors, your your shadow colors, your background, foreground colors, how the brightness will be, your theme, your titles, and everything is there. So you can use these properties in your Sliver app bar. Okay, so the next one is your Sliver persistent header. So it is basically comes under your this Sliver app bar only, and it's a widget whose size varies when your sliver is scrolled to the edge of viewport. I'll let you understand what is all this. Okay, so we have one thing over here which is your delegate. So we'll be using delegates over here. Delegate basically means delegating your task to somebody. Suppose your friend assigned you some task and you have some other task at hand which you have to complete. So you will delegate your task to some other friend who will be doing that particular task, and that means you are just giving your task to somebody else to complete it. So we'll be using this Sliver persistent header, and this is used by obviously the Sliver app bar, which is for its shrinking and growing effect. So I'll just uncomment this thing. Yes. Okay, I'll just remove this. Okay, so what is happening in this is I have this Sliver persistent header, and in which I provided one delegate which is calling this delegate, and it has this background color and some title over it. I have already created this delegate. So this is my delegate. This Sliver persistent header delegate, and this is your background color and the title color we have given, and yeah, this calls this, and again it will provide that how the text should be aligned and what would be the font size and everything. And yeah, this is just a simple thing, which is this is the basically your size of header, and when it is not shrinking at the top of viewport, so it will return a value which is equal to greater than your min extent. And yeah, same is the case for this min extent also. It will return value equal or less than your max extent. So yes, just create this class and pass whatever you have to pass. Suppose I'll be passing some different parameters. Let us say I'll pass some maximum or minimum width or something, so I'll provide those parameters over here. You can change the class according to your requirement. So I just created it like this. Then I'll be just calling the Sliver persistent header, which calls this particular delegate, which is this delegate, and which is extending this Sliver persistent header delegate. So, and I'll just provide this yellow accent color and just wrote this text over here. So let's see what happens. Yeah, so this thing happens like this. The color would be changed, and the color is yellow accent, and then we have this flutter written over here. So yes, this was your Sliver persistent header. Yeah. The next thing we have is your Sliver fixed extent list. It places your multiple box children with same main axis extent in your linear array. So in a linear array, it will place your children in it will place your children. So okay, I'll just uncomment this, and okay, so this is your it's Sliver fixed extent list, and it will use this delegate, which is your Sliver child delegate, which is this using. And then we have this item extend. It is basically extend to which child are forced to have in main axis. I'll show you what happens with this. And then we have these two containers of color red and green. So let's just run it. Let's just restart. Okay, so it happens like this. Whenever I'll change this, let's say it is 50, so it will change this size like this. So yeah, this was your sliver fixed extent list. And then we have this sliver list. So it puts your children in a linear array. Again, the same thing is happening, and it takes delegate parameters to put things in your yeah, it takes parameters to put things in your list, and so that they can scroll. So this is your sliver list. So again, the same thing is happening with this is a sliver list, and it takes this sliver child delegate, and again we have these parameters, which is your with this parameter which is inside your sliver list. It takes this delegate, and then we have these containers over here. So let's see what happens next. Yeah, so it will appear like this. I gave the height like this, and in this it's somewhat similar, that item extent is this up to which extent children are forced to place along your main axis, and again this is your height. And yeah, so this was your sliver list. Okay, so the next one is your sliver grid. So it places your children into a 2D course of action. We have seen a different linear arrays your slivers. So with this is also in your linear array, that is your 1D array, and again this is also in your, this also places your children into a 1D array. And the sliver grid, this is like grid na, so it will place your children into a 2D array. And so okay, I'll just uncomment it. See, what happens is there is some issue. Let me just okay, I'll tell you what is happening. First I'll explain this. Okay, so this is a sliver grid. Again I have give this delegate, which is your sliver grid delegate with fixed cross axis count. So cross axis count would be fixed, and this is something see what is it exactly. I'll tell you. I'll just keep my mouse over it, and let's see what happens. So this is my delegate, which make grid layouts with a fixed number of tiles in your cross axis. So okay, so I'll take it should obviously the and the cross axis spacing should not be negative. It should not be negative at any cost, and your cross axis count and your aspect ratios must be greater than 0. So this is the main criteria. So what is happening, this is your grid delegate, which is taking this delegate, and this is your parameter, which is taking this delegate. Then we have this cross axis count, which is your 4, main axis space, this is your spacing, and this is your cross axis spacing, and then we have this aspect ratio. And for your containers or showing any particular widget, we'll be taking this delegate, which is your silver child builder delegate, and here we use it's sliver child build delegate, and here we use sliver child list delegate. So there are certain delegates we have to use, and then I'm just returning a particular container in which I gave this padding, and the color is a random color. So I just created this random color function. So this would be something like this. I just uncomment this, and yeah, so if your index which is your index value percentage for, if it is equals to 0, then the color should be blue. If it is equals to 1, then color should be this, and so on. So you can change this particular function as your wish. So I just did it like this, and now let's run it. So see, it happens if your index is divisible by 4 and the remainder would be 0. So it should display this color, then this color, then this color, and this color. So it will display something like this, and then we have this scroll. Okay, one thing to note here, when I told about this sliver app bar, so it was showing like this, and I pinned it to true, so that means it will do it like this. If I set this pin to false, so what is going to happen, it will scroll and it won't show your sliver app bar at any cost. So I had to pin this to true in order to show this sliver app bar. So yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay safe. Thank you.